So I'm Jenny. I'm the MD of Techstars New York City. I've actually been at Techstars for 6 years, and I've run about 8 accelerator programs, and I've invested in over 135 companies. A few years ago, I started a seed fund, investing solely at the early stages of pre-seed and investing in certain locations around the US and now in Europe, but coming to LATAM soon. Previous, I was an entrepreneur and have started a few companies and have worked running a fund as well. So a little bit about Techstars. We actually started in 2007, and we started in a small town called Boulder, Colorado. At the time, Boulder was not much of a startup ecosystem, and now it's one of the thriving ecosystems. So one of the things that we really believe at Techstars is this idea that innovation is everywhere, but opportunity has not been distributed. And that's one of the things that we're really excited about, is really helping entrepreneurship in other markets. So Techstars is running about 47 accelerators globally. We work with more than 65 corporate partners. Our portfolio has exited about 202 companies, and the market cap of our collective portfolio is over 24 billion. The first company to go through an accelerator that went public was actually a company called SendGrid that went through our Boulder program many years ago. So at Techstars, we believe that entrepreneurs build their businesses and their networks, and they need all types of resources and support. And so that's really what we've been cultivating over the last 13 years, is this incredible ecosystem of people that support founders. So what we do is we connect founders to other entrepreneurs, to experts, to mentors, alumni, community leaders, investors, corporate partners to grow their business. But really what's foundational is kind of this ecosystem that we've created. So much of what's important about the ecosystem is our alumni. So we've had over 2,000 companies go through Techstars programs, and all those founders are part of our community. They're helping the next generation of founders. We have thousands of mentors, about 10,000 mentors across our system, and they're really across the world at this point. And so, what are we doing in all these places? So we have our accelerator program, which I mentioned, 47 of them. We also have an investment team, and we're on our 4th investment fund, where we invest in companies as they're raising their follow-on capital. Again, talked about corporate partners. So we have about 65 of those that we work with quite closely to provide opportunities to our companies. And then we have community programs, and we've been running many community programs. I believe there were about over 1,000 startup weekends last year, and those are really around the world. This represents all the places where Techstars is. So we either have a community program or we have an accelerator program, and pretty much can get to any person around the world. So the program, we take 10 companies, so it's still pretty small. We invest in the companies, give them up to $120,000. They go through an intense 3-month boot camp where they, come to our offices or, are remote in this case. And what we like to say is we try to compress 1 year's of work into 13 weeks. So again, these are some of our stats. But what's interesting about it is of the 2,000 companies, over 90% are still active or have been acquired. So our statistics really speak for themselves. And the other thing that's great, here is the job creation. So over 10,000 jobs created. What happens at Techstars? So 3-month program. The first month is really around finding this great group of advisors and mentors. The second month is focused on traction. And the third month is really around the narrative and the story, and of course the demo day. So a typical week, you have office hours with industry experts, with the managing director. We're very metrics oriented, so there's KPIs that we share every day, and really work towards that. And we bring in mostly founders to, again, that idea of helping the next generation of founders. So many founders come in to roll up their sleeves and help companies. The stage that we look for, teams of 2 to 20. Ideally, the team has in-house technical. We look pre-product, pre-revenue, or early revenue, and really focus at the pre-seed and seed stage. So our applications are actually open now for Techstars New York, and the program starts in March. So we're really excited to start looking for the next class. And what's really special about the New York program is that it started in 2011. We've graduated the most companies, including a number of companies from LATAM. We had a company from Venezuela, a company called SmartHop that went through our program last year and came out the program and raised about $4 million. So we've got great companies that come, apply from around the world. And, we're really excited about getting even deeper into the LATAM ecosystem. Again, our applications are open now, and we are going to be kind of quasi-virtual, which means that our program in the spring will have companies meet up in person, as it is safe to do, for smaller periods of time, as opposed to moving into our offices. And a lot of it will be remote programming, so it should be accessible to everyone and welcome people to apply from around the world. That's it.